sais, la famille. Mais papa...
Dad wants it to keep it private. I guess everyone will know after today.
Well, what is it like to have a mother after all this time?
Well, I don't think of her that way, Lakin.
Well, what does she look like? What did she say to you?
Gina?
Ted, your mother, Sophia.
My mother?
Ted, No, I must have made a mistake. I'm sorry. Look, there's the second...
Wait a minute. I was talking about the wedding. I was talking about my father and Gina DeMott, but you were talking about my mother. Lakin, you said her name all excited, like she's alive. Is she?
Ted, I can't...
Wait, Lakin. Now tell me. Is my mother alive?
Ted, I thought that you knew. I'm so sorry.
How do you know? Who told you?
My mother...
Your mother?
Ted, I thought you knew already. I'm sorry. All the others knew, so I thought you did.
All the others? Look, Lakin, just tell me what you heard.
Look, my mother...
Lakin, your mother knows about my mother? Oh, okay, what did she say? Where is she?
My mother said that your mother, Sophia, has been posing as the Contessa Armonti as she's staying at the presidential suite.
What?
Look, I'm sorry. I thought that you already knew.
No, I didn't know. Oh, come on, Lakin, this has got to be some kind of hoax here.
It is not a hoax. Eden knows, and Mason know. Your mother, Sophia, is alive.
How could they know something like this and not tell me?
I know. Ted, I'm so sorry.
Well, I gotta go. I gotta go find my mom.
Lionel, if I do succeed in getting this wedding called off, or even a postponement, what I want from you is a part of your share from the Amanda Lockridge salvage. Just one small item. No, you haven't sold this item. The Chinese puzzle box. Well, it hasn't been worth anything to you, has it?
I heard you talking about stopping the marriage. I want you out of this house.
Calm down, Dad.
What were you doing in my bedroom? Gina's in my bedroom. How dare you walk in it?
You know, I never noticed before now just how attractive Gina really is. She's really quite well put together, isn't she? Very streamlined.
Damn it!
CC.
Gina, go back upstairs right now.
Kelly?
Gina.
It's your father and Mason. They're fighting again.
Yeah, they do that. They always fight.
But I don't know what to do. They won't listen to me. I'm afraid they're going to hurt each other.
Gina, neither of them listen. I was looking for some things of mine in here.
All right. It's all right. I'll handle it. I just can't leave them in there.
I'm sorry. Mama.
Come on. Come on, Mason, do something. Hit me back. I'm going to teach you a lesson. You were with my wife-to-be, looking at her, invading her privacy on her wedding day. Come on, Mason! Good, good. Are you ready?
No. I'm not going to sink to your level. We're in the 9th decade of the 20th century, and I have this peculiar idea that grown men shouldn't hit each other unless they're well paid for it. So I'm going to do something even worse in your eyes. I'm going to turn the other cheek.
God, you're disgusting.
Yeah, I knew you'd hate that.
Man, you were a coward.
No, I'm not afraid of you. I just don't think that violence should be an alternative for civilized human beings. Besides that, I don't really need to hit you to hurt you. I got something far better in mind.
What? What are you talking about?
You'll find out when the time comes.
fresh and different.
I don't know, Eden. You in the restaurant business?
What's so funny about that?
I can see you dressed a lot of ways. I can see you undressed a lot of ways, too. But I cannot see you in an apron slinging hash.
I resent that, and I'm going to prove to you that you're wrong, but I'm going to need your help.
You need my help for you to prove me wrong?
Cruz, sweetie, I need to get this organized, all right? After all, you are getting a piece of the action.
Hey, how about a piece of your homemade apple pie with 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream on the side? Now, I would settle for that, and that could get my attention.
Will you please listen?
Look. Do you have any idea how many restaurants go belly up each year?
I don't care. We are going to make this work.
We are we?
Yes, we are. You are going to be a front man for me to Daddy. Now, when you
what do you
talk
mean,
to Daddy,
front man?
I mean that you're going to go to Daddy and ask him to lease us this space on top of the Capwell Hotel. It's going to be really glamorous.
Speaking to your father is many things, but it has never been glamorous.
The space, Airhead. The space. Actually, when you talk to Daddy, maybe you shouldn't say anything to him about us working together.
You're serious?
Yes, I'm serious.
Eden, sweetie, I'm not about to start playing those kind of games with your father.
You have to.
Oh, I have to? I didn't realize that. Oh, well, of course I'll do it if I have to. I thought maybe I had an option.
Don't be sarcastic with me. Sit.
Oh, of course.
Please look at it with an open mind. What do you think, seriously?
It has potential, maybe.
It's so difficult getting a kind word out of you.
I have learned not to let my enthusiasms run away with me, all right? So what would you call it?
You see, this is the fun part. I figured we'd make it like a train and call it the Orient Express in honor of our times together. See how sentimental I am?
Oh, why did you just call it Madison Square Garden, you little ape, in honor of all our fights?
I hate it when you do that. I want it to be elegant. I want it to have international cuisine.
International cuisine? Well, I better have French vanilla with my apple pie.
Please be serious. I'm thinking of hiring a nice chef, have an aisle down the center with private compartments. It'd be really beautiful. Be murals on the walls, so when you're eating, you really feel like you're on the Orient Express looking out into the countryside. Doesn't that sound really special?
Eden, I gotta be honest with you. I think this whole idea has distinct possibilities. But you gotta do a heap of research before you jump in. Running a profitable restaurant it takes know-how, expertise. It's not a game for kids.
I'm not a kid. I've grown up. Or haven't you noticed?
Well, I get a hint every now and then.
Mm-hmm. So, are we gonna be business partners or what?
Well, I suppose I've done stupider things in my life, although I can't think of any one of them right now.
You know, we have a little time before the wedding. What do you say we consummate our relationship? Our partnership? In the restaurant? The Orient Express? Remember? What do you think?
I think I'm being railroaded.
CC, are you all right?
I'm fine.
Mason.
Don't worry about him.
Gina, I'm sorry I walked in on you like that. I was hoping you'd invite me to the wedding. Realize that seems kind of foolish right now. I did know that Gina was all for the idea. Had several compelling reasons to do so.
What's he talking about, Gina?
Well, it's just that I know how much you two have been fighting, and I thought that the wedding would help heal some of those wounds. I was just trying to bring the family together.
That's pretty good, Gina. Very fast on your feet. Congratulations.
Honey, I appreciate what you're trying to do, and I love you for thinking of the family. But what's happened between Mason and me is irreparable. And there is nothing that can bring us back together now.
I was also going to ask for my inheritance back.
You're going to ask me to take that inheritance away from little Brandon and give it back to you?
Come on, Dad. I wouldn't exactly be taking food out of the child's mouth the way you make it sound. You took it away from me originally because you thought I had something to do with Channing's murder. Now, everybody knows that isn't true, so I think you should give it back to me in spite of everything we've said to each other since.
Oh, sure. You would like me to forget all that, wouldn't you? But I won't. You've behaved despicably, and I won't forget it, and I won't forgive you. You know, I don't see one admirable quality in you that I want in a son.
If there's anything lacking in my character, Dad, it's your fault.
Oh, of course it is.
Like father, like son. You raised me, you trained me, you indoctrinated me. I'm a product of your upbringing.
No, I'm sick and tired of hearing that. That the parent is always responsible for how the son turns out or the children turn out. It's nonsense. Some people have got it and some people don't. I look at little Brandon and I see what a fine man he's going to turn out to be. And then I see what you've become.
You had this planned all along, didn't you? Long before you proposed to Gina. Or did you know about it?
I don't know what you're asking me. Did I know about what?
Well, come on, Gina. You must have asked yourself why CC is marrying you, why he gave Brandon such a sizable inheritance.
He's marrying me because he cares about me.
That's enough, Mason.
Well, Gina, not to decry your charms, but you don't have much of anything in common with him. You don't come from a good family, and you have nothing to offer in the way of material gain. So why would he pick you?
Cece, what is he talking about?
Mason, you'd better shut up before it's too late. Now, don't listen to anything he says. He's full of hatred and anger. Now, please, I want you to go upstairs and leave us alone. This is only something that Mason and I can straighten out.
Don't go, Gina. I think it might be fun to see how much Dad can take before he explodes altogether. Look how those little veins are standing out on his forehead. You better be careful, Dad. A man your age has to watch his blood pressure.
I'll leave, Cece, if you want me to, but I wish you two would stop doing this. Not today of all days.
I didn't want this. He started it.
Mason, don't do this. I just want harmony in the family.
Well, that's that's very kind of you, Gina, but this isn't a very harmonious family, and if you're so intent on marrying into it, I think you should know in advance.
Gina, please, go upstairs now.
All right. But remember, I do love you, no matter what happens.
Gina, thanks for the invitation to the wedding. I won't forget you for it.
Well, Mom, why didn't you explain it to me? I thought that you said that Ted knew. No, he did not know. He was so upset you should have seen him. Well, it doesn't matter now. I mean, I can't do anything about it now. Okay, goodbye.
Blake, are you all right?
Yeah, Miss Parks, can I have a couple minutes before I go into class, please?
Sure, of course you can. What's wrong?
Do you have a couple minutes?
Yeah, I suppose so.
I don't know who else I can turn to. I mean, my friends can't understand this, and I don't think that I could go to my family either.
Calm down. What are you upset about now?
Miss Parks, Ted's mother, his real mother, is back in Santa Bárbara. She's been gone for 15 years. Everybody thought that she was dead. I found out this morning, and I went and told Ted. I thought that he knew, and he didn't.
Well, don't you think he deserves to know? He's going to find out about it eventually anyway.
Well, eventually he will find out about it, but I shouldn't have been the one to tell him. The thing is, I still care about him so much.
I don't think you made any mistakes. You just have to realize that you had the best of intentions, and Ted's got to know that, too. He can't be angry about this.
He was so upset. You should have seen him. I just wish that I didn't have to be involved in this whole situation at all. But I am. More than you can imagine. Look, I'm sorry. Why don't you go into class, okay?
Listen, don't apologize. If you ever need anyone to talk to, I'll be glad to help you, okay?
Thank you.
I'll see you in a few minutes.
Okay.
Yes, sir. You want something?
Yeah, is anybody in here?
Well, not right now, and you shouldn't be either. This room
No, it's
is
okay,
occupied.
it's okay. I'm Ted Capwell. My father's CC Capwell. He owns this place.
Oh, yes, sir.
So I just carry on. I'm just going to do some looking around, all right? Go on. There's Dad and Channing. Oh. And there's the man who's supposed to be helping Kelly, Dr. Almonte. Dr. Almonte. And she's supposed to be Contessa Almonte. Well.
Sir? Mr. Capwell. What's going on?
It's all right. I'm just doing some looking around.
The maid said there was an intruder here.
I know. No problem. Don't worry about it. See you later.
Want you out of this house? How many times do I tell you? You're not out of here! Do that again! Then leave!
Don't you think you owe it to Gina to tell her why you like her so much? Obviously, you haven't yet.
When I want to tell somebody something, I'll tell them.
I think she has a right to know that you're Brandon's grandfather and that your primary interest in him is to control his destiny, to do with him what you couldn't do with Ted or me, make him into the new Channing, next head of the Capwell family. Then what happens once you've married her, Dad? Her usefulness will have come to an end. What are you going to do with her then? Have her beheaded or just lock her up in a tower somewhere?
I want to tell you something, Mason. And for the last time, you better remember it.
Mason, hi!
Hiya, Brandon. Yeah.
You coming to the wedding?
Ooh.
No, Brandon. Mason's very busy right now. He won't be able to come.
No, you're wrong, Dad. I've managed to free up my schedule, and I'll be able to make it after all.
Great.
I'm glad you want me there.
Yes, you saved my life from the earthquake. And yours, too. And Santana's.
Yes, I know, Brandon. I remember.
Do you? That's nice.
Mason, you just have to be at the wedding.
Why, thank you, Brandon. Listen, did you know that after Uncle CC marries your mother, you and I will be brothers?
Will we? I want a brother.
Yeah, well, I'll do my best to fill the bill. Come on, down you go.
I'm so glad you're coming. See you at the wedding.
Bye. Well, out of the mouths of babes, huh?
If you think I'm going to let a 6-year-old change my mind.
Oh, you wouldn't want to disappoint your only grandchild, now would you?
I don't understand you. Why would you want to be anywhere that you're so obviously not wanted?
Because it'll make you so unhappy to have me around. It's up to you, Dad. Either you let me stick around here, or some very unattractive skeletons are going to come out of your closet and dance at your wedding. Up to you, Dad. What's it going to be?
So, are you going to talk to Daddy about the restaurant?
Wait a minute. You didn't go to all this trouble just to get me to agree to that, did you?
You call this trouble? Oh, you must be getting old.
I'm not getting old. I'm getting smart. I have thoughts. Am I being manipulated?
By me? No. Look, if you want to be partners with me, you have to contribute a little bit of more than your stunning good looks, you know.
Yeah, well, I'd love to contribute. Ow. But I don't want to get a conspiracy against CC Capwell. I always played straight with the dude, and I'm not going to change that.
Look, I'm not asking you to cheat on him, no. I'm just asking you to go around his prejudice about letting me work. I want to work, and he won't let me. And actually, you'd be doing him a favor.
Great. Well, then I can do it up front, can't I?
You know, you can really be the most exasperating...
Oh, yeah, I know all about that. Anybody that won't let you push him around is Joe Exasperation. I heard that story before.
I better make myself scarce,
Yeah, I'll
right?
get rid of whoever it is. Yeah, just a second. Be right there.
Hey, man, I hear Eden's here. Is she?
Listen, man, what's wrong?
Look, I just have to talk to her.
Well, look, man, I think she was...
Dad? What is it?
Oh, man, you guys, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I mean, you and Cruz?
Ted, what do you want to talk to me about?
Well, I don't know how much Cruz knows about this, but, Eden, I found out a little while ago from Lakin about Mom. That she's alive. Is that true?
Yes, it's true.
Wait a minute, I don't understand. Cruz knows? You know it's really true?
Yeah.
Everybody knows about this, huh?
No, Kelly doesn't know, and Dad doesn't know.
I can't believe this. You didn't tell me.
I haven't known for that long, and I didn't know what to do.
Well, I don't care. You should have told me as soon as you found out. Where is she? I mean, how's she doing? Where's she? What happened to her?
She can't answer everything.
Look, I just
at once.
want to see her. I want to talk to her. Lakin said she's a Contessa or so. Oh, no, Eden. What's going to happen with Dad and his plans for Gina now?
Nothing. Their plans are going ahead as scheduled.
No, wait a minute. I don't know about this.
Look, I know how you're feeling, what kind of shock you're in. I was in the same way. But look, I still don't even know how I feel about it.
Well, look, can I call her at the hotel? Maybe she's back.
Sure, go ahead.
What am I going to say to her if she answers?
Maybe you should decide that before you call, man.
Yeah, the presidential suite, please. You know, we have to tell Dad and Kelly. It's only right.
No, we cannot tell Kelly. Kelly is going through too much right now, and Daddy's getting married. That's why I didn't say anything. Marcello said that Kelly's going through a lot of grief right now because of Joe's
Wait, who told you that?
Dr. Armonti, you know, the guy that's taking care of Kelly. He said that Kelly cannot handle it right now, just what's going on in her life. And if she knows that Mom's alive, what do you think she's going to feel?
Ann, no message. I'll just call back later. Thanks. She's not there. Look, I think we should go. We have to tell Kelly. You know, I wish you would have told me. I don't know why you didn't. I'm not in any psychological trouble.
I should have. I'm sorry.
Look at Ted. Eden had a tough decision to make, and she did what she thought was best.
I was just trying to help Kelly. I didn't want to add to her problems.
Now, how do you know it wouldn't help?
Marcello said that Kelly's going through a really rough time right now. You've got to promise me that you're not going to say anything to her.
No, Eden, I don't...
You promise me.
It's my fault! I broke it!
All right, but you forced my hand. You can stay for the wedding. But I want to make something very clear. You are an unwelcome guest in this house.
Well, I grew up feeling that way, so that's nothing new.
Now, if you do anything to disrupt the marriage ceremony, it's going to be the worst mistake you've ever made.
Oh, I doubt that, Dad.
You listen to me very clearly, Mason. Because I want to give you a little glimpse of what will happen to you if you don't do as I say. First of all, you're going to lose your job with the district attorney's office immediately. And then, you will not be able to find a job with any law firm on this globe. You will never make another penny as an attorney, and you'll lose every friend you've got in the world.
Sounds rather like a gangland threat.
Do you happen to remember Timothy Risen?
Yeah, of course I do. He was attorney involved in that negligence suit against you for one of your oil rig fires.
That's right. He's chauffeuring a limousine now.
You're saying that's what'll happen to me?
If you don't do what I tell you to and behave yourself. Because if you don't, I will break you so fast.
You'll take that sort of revenge on your own son?
Oh, yes. And worse. I've only just disinherited you. Now I can make you extinct. Don't push me to that, Mason.
I don't believe this.
Believe.
Ted's going to keep it to himself?
I think so. He cares about Kelly as much as you do.
Yeah, but sometimes he's not too great at keeping things to himself sometimes.
You know, I think no matter what happens, it'll be all right in the end, so don't you worry about it.
Worry about everything. So nervous and shaky right now.
What, you got jitters because of the wedding? I didn't think you cared about it.
I care enough that I wish it wasn't happening.
Well, you know, maybe she won't be as bad for him as you think. I've always thought she was kind of a nice lady myself.
If she were a nice lady, she would have gone away a long time ago instead of working her way into my daddy's good graces and his bed.
Oh, come on now, Eden. I mean, aren't you being a little hard on her? You don't make any allowances for the human condition. People have feelings, you know. They have needs.
I resent that. I can't believe you said that.
I take it back.
Then that's aggravating. I hate it when you take things back like that because it makes me feel like you don't believe what you're saying.
Look, I just don't want to get into an argument with you, all right? You said yourself, you're nervous, you're upset. Let's not aggravate it.
I'm sorry. I'm just worrying about everything. How do I look?
You look like the stone fox you are. Can I ask you something?
What?
What do you want?
What do you mean?
In life, what are you really after?
Well, I want to be my own person. I don't want to be a reflection of my father, an echo of him. I want him to have confidence in me and trust me. Do you want the whole truth?
Got no use for half the truth.
Well, I don't think Daddy can trust Gina. I don't think Daddy would trust my mother ever again. And that's why it's so important for him to trust me. I know I'm smart, and I'm quick. But someday I want to run Capwell Enterprises. And that's why I really want him to trust me now.
Same old dream, huh?
Yep. It's all I've ever wanted. It's all I ever will want.
I sure hope you don't get lost in it, baby.
What do you mean?
Well, I think it's great that you have ambition, that you have a goal. But I'd hate to see you chase it so hard that you lost sight of other things that can be equally as important.
Don't worry. I have my sights set straight down the line on all the right things. And, who are you? Let's see, I don't know.
Get off it.
All right. So you want to hold it?
Hi. Aren't you having lunch?
Yeah, I already had a salad in the cafeteria.
Oh, well, that didn't take very long.
No, I thought I'd just come back and do some studying.
Well, I can't criticize that. You feeling better?
Yeah. Miss Parks, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have unloaded everything on you like that.
Oh, listen, don't worry about it. I do want you to know, though, that I like both you and Ted a lot. I don't want to take sides.
I know. Still, I shouldn't have put you in that position. It's just that Santa Bárbara is such a small community, and a lot of things are interrelated. See that woman that's back? Ted's mother. My father had an affair with her for 10 years.
Oh, I see.
And now I am so afraid that he is still going to have those strong feelings for her. And I think that she might be the kind of woman that would take advantage of that situation and try and ruin his marriage with my mom.
Oh, Lakin, I'm sorry. That's an awful way to have to feel.
Yeah. Well, I think the best thing I can do is just go see her and tell her I don't ever want her to see my father again. And I'm going to tell him the same thing. In fact, I think I will do that right now.
Lakin, I don't think that's so smart. This is really between your parents.
Miss Parks, sometimes you have to do things that you feel are right, whether they think it's right or not. And this is one of those times.
Ted had permission to leave school today because his father was getting married, but you don't have permission.
Miss Parks, this is more important than having permission to leave school. I'm sorry.
Kelly, hi.
Hi.
Hey, how you feeling?
I'm okay, just a little tired.
What's in the box?
In here?
Yeah.
Just some things of mine that I had when I was little.
Well, I figured that. What?
Just some private things, Ted. Listen, I gotta make a phone call. Will you excuse me, please?
Yeah, sure. Oh, Mason!
Yes, is this Dr. Amani's answering service, or... Oh, I see. Is the doctor in? Will you tell him that I need to speak to him as soon as I can, please? As soon as my father's wedding is over. My name? This is, Kelly Capwell. Yeah, will you just tell him I called, please? Thanks.
I know what a shock it is to you, Ted. Let me tell you something about your mother. I've had several talks with her. She's a very beautiful, very strong woman. But she's had a hard life, a lot of bad experiences.
There's so many questions I have for her.
I know that, Ted, but I think you'd better keep an open mind about her until you've had a chance to talk to her yourself.
Look, what about my mother-in-law in Lockridge? That's what's driving me crazy.
I think you should hear that story from her yourself, too. Ted, she knows you're going to have a lot of questions for her. I'm sure she'll be more than willing to answer them. She loves you a lot. You're a lucky boy to have her back.
I barely remember when she went away. I don't know much about her.
Sure, you'll find things coming back to you after you talk to her. I wish I had your opportunity, Ted. Dad drove my mother away. You get a second chance with yours.
Well, I'm going to call the hotel. Maybe I can reach her.
Go ahead.
Yeah, the presidential suite, please. Thank you.
Well, what's wrong?
I can't talk to her on the phone. I got to talk to her face to face. I'm going to go over there right now.
What about the wedding?
Mason, I got to see her.
Well, Ted, it starts in less than an hour. You don't want to miss the fun.
You look very handsome.
You look pretty too, Mommy.
Thank you, sweetheart.
I'm glad Mason's coming.
No, honey. Mason's not coming to the wedding.
Yes, he is. He told me.
He told you that? When did he tell you?
Just now, downstairs. Uncle CC was there.
Really?
I'm glad he's coming. I like Mason.
I know you do, Ernie. I know you do.
Say, are you coming along in here? You about ready?
I am.
Well, let me take a look at you, pal. Up there. Let me see. Whoa, what a handsome man.
Brandon was telling me Mason's coming to the wedding.
Yes.
What happened?
Well, Brandon wanted him there, and he's coming. Don't worry, Gina. He's not going to cause any trouble. Even if he could, I told him he'd better not try. Hey, partner, I've got a surprise for you.
A surprise?
Your name is going to be changed.
It is?
Not Brandon, but DeMott. From now on, if you don't mind, I want your name to be Capwell.
Really?
Uh-huh. I've got some people working on it. Now on, you're going to be known as Brandon Capwell.
Sweetheart, Mommy's changing her name today, and we thought it would be a wonderful idea if we changed yours, too. Then we'd all have the same last name.
What about Daddy?
Daddy would have been very happy about it, I'm sure.
Hey, it's going to make us a real close-knit family in name and in fact, huh? Boy.
Walt, it's Mason Capwell. How are you? Well, not bad, all things considered. What? Oh, no. I'm ashamed to say I haven't played tennis in months, but you know how I hate to perspire. Yeah, I guess you'd better. It's now or never. Listen, Walt, the reason I'm calling is because I've been thinking of leaving the DA's office and getting back into private practice. I remember our conversation about it a few months ago. I was wondering if you'd still like to take me on as a partner in your firm. You would? Well, good. That's wonderful. That gives me just the impetus I need to quit. Listen, why don't we have lunch tomorrow and iron out the details? Yeah, that's fine. Great. I'll call you in the morning. We'll set it up. Yeah, thanks again, Walt.
Oh, Mason. Crashing weddings is getting to be a habit with you, isn't it?
Yes, but I'm afraid it's not getting any easier. My. Don't you look splendid, both of you?
This is my all-purpose suit.
Well, aptly worn. This is an all-purpose wedding.
Oh, Mason, I thought you'd be in a better mood for this one than you were for Kelly's.
Sorry, Eden. It's worse, if anything.
Where is Daddy?
No, I'm not sure. Probably off telling the son when he'd like it to set. Last-minute details, that sort of thing.
Thank you, Mason. I'm going to go find him. I'll be back in a minute.
How's she?
I don't know. I haven't had much of a chance to talk to her, but I'm a little worried about her. I don't think she's exactly bouncing back.
Maybe I should talk to her about it.
Good idea. She could use a friend right now. Indeed, I know few of us who couldn't.
Yeah. Hey, kid, how's it going?
Hi, Chris. Glad you're here.
Yeah, me too. You okay?
Yeah, I guess. I'm all right.
You don't look, I guess you look a little tired or something, huh? What's in the box?
Just some things of mine. Some private things I found.
So how you feeling now?
I'm not sure. I mean, I feel so many different ways, so many different things, you know? But I'm going to see Marcello this afternoon. Maybe that'll make me feel better.
Good. You sure this isn't a little bit much, you know, this wedding and everything for you?
I don't know. Daddy wants me to be here, and Gina. I don't want to disappoint them.
Yeah, well, you know, you don't have to do whatever...
Hey, I found one with a bunch over here.
Excuse me, sir. Well, Mr. C, I guess it won't be long now.
Can't be too soon for us. No, dear.
Oh, we're just waiting for the minister. I hope nothing happened to him.
Oh, he'll be along in a minute. Where's Mason?
He was here a second ago. I don't know where he is.
Well, maybe changed his mind and left. It would be a blessing to all of us.
No, we're going to have a wonderful day, and we're not going to let anything or anyone spoil it.
We certainly aren't. Excuse me, I'll get that.
Listen, you want to keep an eye on Kelly?
Why? What's the matter?
Well, nothing I can put my finger on, but she seems kind of out of it, you know. I'm not so sure it's a great idea for her to be here.
Well, Daddy wouldn't have insisted upon it if he didn't feel like she was up to it. I mean, it's better off her being here than alone, don't you think?
Yeah, it's nice to be around people, but a wedding, you know, I mean, that might bring back a few painful memories.
Yeah, I'll go talk to her.
Good, I think that'd be a good idea.
Cruz, this is Reverend Davis, Cruz Castillo, friend of the family.
Well, it's a pleasure, Mr. Castillo.
Nice to meet you, Reverend.
Reverend, we're going to have the ceremony right in this area. Is that all right?
Oh, that's fine, fine.
Where's Ted?
I haven't seen him, Mr. C.
Oh, he must be around someplace. Reverend, there is a couple of things I would like to ask of you. Excuse us, Cruz.
Oh, certainly.
Your dad was asking if anybody's seen Ted.
Oh, I haven't seen him since we got here. Did you, Kelly?
No, I saw him earlier. I don't know where he is. No.
Sure you're feeling all right?
Yeah, I think so.
You know, baby, you're gonna be fine. I've been thinking about this. You know, Joe would have wanted you to pull through. It's almost like you gotta do it for his sake.
Kurz, I don't deserve to be alive. I am responsible for whatever happened to Joe. I'd be better off with him right
Kelly,
now.
please don't.
No, it's true.
It's not true. Will you quit blaming yourself for this? There's nothing in this world you could have done. We all wanted to save him. None of us could. The rotten truth is that's just the way things work out
Kelly,
sometimes.
why don't you come over and meet the minister?
Gina,
It'll be better than just sitting around.
I don't think she's feeling too well right now.
Oh, you're going to be all right, aren't
I'm
you?
okay.
Okay, I'll take the box.
No, that's okay. It'll stay. It's okay.
Come on.
What's in this box?
I have no idea.
Well, she's guarding it like her life depends on it. I don't like the way she's sounding.
She's got to be all right.
This stupid thing. Mr. C, excuse me, but I have to go back to headquarters, and I'm sure they wouldn't have called me if it wasn't an emergency, so...
Oh, I understand.
My regrets.
Sorry you can't stay.
Okay. Have a nice.
Eden, why don't you join us? Maybe we can start in a few minutes.
Naked?
Ted, have you seen your mother yet?
No, not yet.
Oh, good.
What do you mean, good?
Because I'd like to talk to her, too.
Megan, I don't understand what you're talking about. What are you even doing here?
I think I have good reason to want to talk to her, don't you?
You? Lakin, she is my mother.
So even so, her being back is going to be affecting my family's lives.
Look, I know you're upset, but I don't think you should see her today, all
Why
right?
not?
Look, Lakin, I'm about to go in there and talk to my mother for the first time. The first time since I was a little kid, all right? So just give me some time. Just
Okay, fine, go in there. I'm going to be waiting outside until you're done, but I am not leaving until I talk to her.
No, now you can come back or something, all right?
Why should I come back? I'm here right now.
Lincoln, I'm not going to go in there and talk to my mom with you walking around out in the hallway, all right? Look, I don't even have time for this, okay? My father's getting married, and I have to get back to the house real soon, and you have to understand me, okay? Look, you're the one who told me about my mom. Now you can't keep me away from her.
Oh, I'm not trying to keep you away from her.
Well, then would you just listen to me?
Okay, Ted, fine. You go do what you have to do, okay?
Lincoln, man, why do you have to get so mad when we talk, huh? Look, I'll see you back in class, okay?
Insofar as these two have consented to join together in holy matrimony, in the presence of God and the witnesses, let them now take hands. If there be anyone here who can show just cause why these two should not be man and wife, let him speak now or forever hold his peace. Gina, if you please, repeat after me.
Excuse me.
What?
Good God.
Sir, you said if there was anyone who could show just cause.
Get on with it, Reverend.
Yes.
I can show just cause. I can tell you exactly why these two shouldn't be married.